Okay, we're back again with this boat thing. I haven't quite been doing my everyday video, but it's not too bad. It's only been a few days. So I've glued everything together and everything is holding in place. So now we can finish it off. And I don't know where we were up to. And I'm a bit alarmed because I've only got one piece of paper. Well, this is not a good start to the video. What did I do with the rest of the instructions? I've lost them. I've completely lost them. That can't be true. That honestly cannot be true. They have to be hidden underneath all this stuff. And they're not. So I've got page 2, but not page 1. And to be honest, I don't even have the box. Well, I could restart the video and then hunt for the instructions. But well, I can't actually do it unless I have... I don't need the box. I don't need the box. Because I can see the box. No, it's all fine. Best introduction to a video in the world. So this is what we're going to continue with. That person there and this boat here. And it turns out I do have the instructions. They're right here. So we are actually up to this step here, which is step number 10. So, there's a little battery sitting here. I haven't cleaned up this at all, so obviously I need this piece. I can kind of just do it by looking at the thing. I need that one, I need that one. I can put that there. And what's the last piece? This is the last piece. Okay, I'm not actually checking that that is true, but having a quick look around, there are no similar pieces. So we can at least be kind of confident. How am I going to get that thing out? My screwdriver is too small. Do I not? That's right. Didn't I? The last time it was like, I need a pointy thing, and I've just remembered. I have the perfect pointy thing, I just don't know where it is. Oh gosh. Well, here we go. Here's a pair of tiny scissors. They're not even any better than the last one. Oh, it worked. There we go. So, and I broke the wood. That was probably not the best way of doing that. So that one's done. And I'm going to use a screwdriver for this one. Take those out. And finish the next bit. So I'm still doing my not going on the internet the first thing in the morning. And not actually eating any food. I'm getting quite good at it. And I'm kind of concerned because it feels like I should be eating more food. But I feel completely fine and go for runs and everything at all. By not eating most of the day. I mean, it sounds like a very dangerous thing to do, but it seems to be working out as like better for my internal organs, my digestive system, and just more productive, I think, because if you spend a good chunk of the day not eating and not concerned about eating, then that's more productive. It's just that having to cram everything in the evening is getting a bit of a hassle. Right, so. But that goes there. And how is this supposed to actually fit together? I kind of like wonder if, like, you know, because once upon a time people would, you know, run around in the desert or something trying to catch prey. And they probably didn't have a breakfast in the morning because they didn't, you know, have something they left. They might have had leftovers from dinner from the previous night. But, you know, they wouldn't actually eat until sometime later in the day. So how is this going to stay together? And so it might be that your body's quite sort of set up to not eat immediately in the morning. And then to eat later on in the day. So I'm just going to have to put the glue in. Hopefully this glue hasn't done what it usually does, which is block up. I think it has. Alright. And there we go. Put that there. Put that there. And there's lots of, I've always been kind of, there's lots of sort of, well, there's a general belief that intermittent fasting is good for you. A small amount of stress on your body can help it do stuff. So, yeah. But now it's just trying to change the way that I eat, because I think I've sort of been designing my thing to eat a lot during the day, and therefore not have too many calories in anything that I eat. But when you're trying to stuff it all into the evening eating, you kind of have to have a few more calories, otherwise, more calorie dense food, if you're not going to be eating quite as much. So I've completely missed this piece. My gosh, this is what you get when you talk about food all day, and it's the morning, so I don't feel like, you know, when I first started doing this in the morning, so tired and a bit out of it, but I obviously am out of it, and I've completely missed the essentially most important part of this. I could just glue it together and see what happens without moving the most important part into it. It will be fine. Alright, so that can go there. Hopefully there's a, oh God, look at all that glue. That is not looking good. So it's not actually going in the hole properly. There we go. Once it goes in, it's all over my hands now. Now that is gross. So I feel like I should just stick it in. I'm going to put it on this way, and a bit over the top, and that. This is not the best way of doing this at all. Like, I really should. Like, why am I even trying? Okay, do it the obviously intelligent way. I'm putting it. They really are hard to get in this bit here. Like, come on. In you go. Like, I'm absolutely sure there is a trick for getting this bit in. There isn't. It's just frustration. Oh, come on. This is not fair. I think maybe I need the hammer for this. I feel like that's going to be a very bad... Well, I'm going to try. We're going to get this hammer with a silly little thing on the end. We're going to try and hammer it into place. Well, what do you know? That actually did the job. Not quite as good as that. We can get better than this. All right. And I hit on the outside. Okay, so now it's stuck to the. Everything is covered in glue here. It's all just glue everywhere. So this bit definitely needs extra glue because there's nothing to hold it in place otherwise. So it does disappear, kind of. Remember, I mean, you have to remember that, right? It disappears. Oh, I forgot to put glue on the extra bits, on the side bits. And it's not quite. Oh, why is that one not lining up? That was my perfect one. This one here. We'll just put some glue. It's fine. It's fine. So we've done that, and now we have to put it back on here. And this is where it's probably going to be like, oh, now I can't get it onto this bit. I'm putting more glue everywhere and stuffing it on there. Oh, I should probably put glue. Re-glue all of this. I feel like it's not going to be flush with the. Ooh, why is it moving around? Well, it's on and it's staying, so that's that bit done. It does say glue, ample supplies of glue. Glue it onto the top. In fact, that wasn't even. I didn't even. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then we've got this bit here. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure that is this bit here. It says 21. I better just double check. So 21 is. 21 is this one here, not 21. 21. One of those people who always spent their entire life not really saying the T in 20. And it's about time that things changed. I've never been a particularly good speechy person, unfortunately. So many words that are like tricky to say that you kind of feel like you haven't said them properly. Like, unfortunately, it's like, oh, I probably could have said that a bit better. Alright. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I think that's just, if I put the glue, it really can't. There's not a lot to do. There's not a lot to do for this back bit. It's just going to fall out until it glues in. So that's that, and there's the back. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Not really. No, that bit wasn't so glamorous as the rest of it. And I just realised, wait, oh, this is, I was going to say, they're just asking to put this in now. But then I realised this is actually the second page. So now we're finished with this page. And now I can use this little guide, finally, for the very last page. This is the page that I was talking about. This was the page where everything just comes together. So, oh gosh, the next bit is to find the other bit, which is this thing here. So we have to find that one. I don't even need it I don't even need the last page, the first page, the guide thing, the numbering page anymore, because there's hardly anything left. It's just like a ghost land here. So I need that one. Well, I don't know what 11 is. Where's 11? Can I work it out by looking at it? I cannot imagine that I wouldn't. Though having said that, I can't. Is it that piece there? Is it really? 11 is this. It was in the middle. Oh no, it was the piece that was in the middle of the boat. I haven't a clue where that is. It must be here somewhere. It's here. Thank goodness. That would have been a disaster if I'd lost that. So, oh, here we go again. That's just going to go in the middle. It's going to need some glue. All of the glue. Not just some of the glue, all of the glue. And I can just go like that. I'm always impressed. I'm always shocked. I mean, I know this is what, like, the fundamental ingredients of carpenter's glue or whatever. But the fact that PVA glue does actually hold things together never fails to amaze me. I always feel like it's the kiddies glue that you have at school after paste, and that it wasn't really particularly effective. But it turns out you never know. Alright, so now I have to get this thing. Like the little rod just came out of nowhere. It's just like, start using this rod thing. So there's 3 of those. Alright, so that bit was the bit that was here. We need this bit, and we need this bit. The last part of this is not as enjoyable as the first part, because there's so many small fiddly bits, and you know, I've pretty much made it now. So I'm not too sure if I have to bother. So, but we will persevere. Like, obviously. It's just like, are those sails going to look any good? Like, they're made of plastic, for goodness sakes, and I'm not entirely sure where they are. Underneath there. Okay, so that bit goes in. That bit goes over the top. And they don't really stay there, so they're going to need some glue. But we need the last fiddly bit of them all, and everything else is just decorations. So 1, 2, and the last one, which is here. In fact, little people. There's a pirate person. So that's that. There's 2 pirates peoples. That's good, because they're kind of inconsequential. They're not really that important. Important. There you go. Did it again. And that was one of the reasons of doing these videos, is to practice articulating better and be a better speakering person. You know, that felt surprisingly satisfying to put these things in. Actually, I don't know why. They clip in actually reasonably nicely. So, and that goes with one of the... Okay, we're about to finish. So, where did this little wavy thing come from? Not once have I... Oh, there it is. This is a little plastic thing. Okay, not once have I sanded anything down. So things are falling out around here, falling down around here, but you can't hear it, or maybe you can hear in the background, but if you're wondering, it's just things that are falling down. So that goes there. I'm basically going to put the glue on once I've got it on the boat, because otherwise, what clever woodworking. Like, there's like a little tiny gap in there, but they haven't cut it. It's just there. And there's my little sail bit, and the last thing that I need, in fact, from the looks of things, the last structural thing is this bit here. And how much time have I got? 14 minutes left. Okay, and that one's going to go over the top. this is the exciting part. Now we're going to put a little piratey. Oh, that was uncomfortable. So which way around should it go? Should it go with the thing going outwards or inwards? I think inwards looks a lot better. So, what a horrible sound. Alright, and then they just go plonk in the boat, because where else would they go? And then there's the tricky bit. It's going to fit on the camera. Which one goes first? The sail one goes at the back. Okay. And I assume you just have to glue at the very, you can't see, but there's like a little cross on the bottom. X marks the spot, and that's where you're going to put the glue. I mean, I'm pretty sure you cannot actually make this video or anything discussion about this without making an X marks the spot joke, because there is an X on the bottom. But it's technically a plus. And this one here has 2 holes. Ooh. I put it on upside down, haven't I? No, I haven't put it on upside down. I just turned it upside down. So I've put it up the right way. It's falling apart. It's really you should put these bits on, these things here, at the very end, because they're going to get knocked around. Or you could wait for them to set. Alright. And I'm just going to pour a lot of glue in that hole at the bottom. And some glue there. And put it through, and some glue over there for you. Alright. And, oh, it popped out again. And now, I don't think you have much option. You have to kind of push, you have to kind of use this thing to hold it down. Okay. Okay, you've knocked everything over. This is the moment when you should probably just leave it to set and then come back later. So we have to put lots of glue around here, because it's going to hold that there, and probably the same for this one. Looking at the picture, oh, these things go together. Oh, right. Oh, that's going to be infuriatingly hard to get correct. Alright, well, I'll just put glue on the top. Yeah, this is where it gets weird. I don't even know if you can see this on the camera. So, I feel like you can't finish the top bit until it also goes the other way around. That's an important factor. It goes that way. I think I need to set it up, have everything set first, dried, before I go and finalize the top, this bit here. But I can do this bit here, I think. So this requires some string, and the string is here. I don't think I'm going to do the ladder, to tell you the truth. There's like a ladder thing, and it looks kind of boring. Alright. So we need 2 bits of string, so I need some scissors for this. Oh, the little thing that was at the front fell off. Oh no! It's here, don't worry, it's fine. So this bit is here. I haven't glued it on yet. And I've got glue all over my fingers. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I kind of want to do 2. Okay, it's probably a good idea to take this off, put it through. It's looking dark on the camera today. But oh, I hate doing things with tiny strings. Absolutely hate it. Least favourite thing to do in the afternoon or the morning. So that goes there. Am I supposed to... Oh, I should have... That was dumb, wasn't it? Okay. Well, we'll just cut it off there and put that through the top or bottom. Oh gosh, this is gross having all this on my fingers. Not a fan. I don't like having dry fingers. It makes me insanely annoyed. Well, that was way too long. Gosh, didn't do that very well. Well, I can just use the excess to wrap it up. Oh no, it's not tight enough. I want it really tight. Oh, I can move it. There we go. That's fine. What's not fine? Okay, and then I have to tie this off. Okay, we have to do it one more time. Oh gosh. Yes, this is exciting, isn't it? Watching me struggle to put these things together. And this is what I should have done on the other side. So that's not so clever. And done, I suppose. So we really have to turn the thing around. Oh gosh. Okay, I think I just have to leave this to set for a while. I think that's how it goes. So we'll come back to that, and I was just going to finish off the last bit, which is this thing here. And I don't actually know what it attaches to. Here's the picture. Whoop. Okay, not quite strong enough to pick up yet. In fact, the back bit fell off. Okay. Oh, gosh. Alright. Not. You can't really do this in 1 or 2 sessions. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You really, really have to let things set before moving on. Oh, I've done it wrong. It's popped out. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to finish this from now. And I will just do the last touches, I think, in another video. Because not the last. I won't do any more on this, I think, in the video. It's kind of boring. But, oh, come on. Just go and... Okay, I think I've got it right again. Oh, no, I haven't. I fell off. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay, I'm just going to... I think I should just leave the whole thing off until... No, there we go. It's on now. There's not enough glue anymore because I've pulled it all off. So we'll just do that. Oh, and the thing's popped out. They're not a good sign. Okay. That one's in the right place. Alright, I'm just going to leave it there, because I don't actually know where the last bit of string goes. Like, it goes into... It can't go onto this thing, right? There's nowhere... Well, I guess it must go onto that. Like, really? Why would it do that? Oh, no, there's a little hole at the back of here. So, to be honest, it's not a good time to put any force on this. So, we'll have to leave that to the end bit. So you can kind of imagine how it looks in the end. It looks kind of like this, and then there's 2 sails which are off. We can adjust them a bit. And then we've still got the sticker sheet, of course. There's lots of stickers. So maybe I will make... well, we can try it. We can do one thing. We can take this person out. This is probably a bad idea. And see just how easy it is to put the sticker on the top. So there's the sticker for this person. And see how they look. This is one of those cases where you really do have to put the stickers on. How easy is it to put the sticker on this thing? Well, we can start with the bottom. And... Well, what do you know? That wasn't too bad. Oh, It's not really sticking though, is it? Maybe it's lost its stick. Oh, there we go, that one's okay. And let's put the other side on, which is a bit freaky because then he's got two faces. Kind of would have been better if they'd done like a different image on the back. Oh. That was not quite as good as the first one. But it's good enough. So that's that person done. And so we've completely done that piece of wood. That can just go away. We have this one. This is a bit alarming. I feel like I'm missing a person. How much time have we got left? We've got 3 minutes left. We might as well waste it doing this. Because I don't want to make another video on this. I just want to show the finished result. Because I'm going to get too frustrated. We should have put the... Oh no, we've done it wrong. Done it wrong. We should have put the skull and crossbones on the sail first. Should have done the stickers. That one's not quite as good. So here's the skull and crossbones. Can I put it on now while I still have the chance? Not that it makes any difference. Okay, you can't see what I'm doing. But trust me, it's amazing. Oh. Okay. This is where I think, oh, actually, I was supposed to put it on the front. The other way around. But, because it doesn't stick very well to the front of this at all. Well, they're in. It's in. And alright, so we'll put the other one on. This is the tricky one. We've got 2 minutes left of sticker fun. Yay, sticker fun. Oh, I just heard some noises. Maybe it's mail time. No, I think it's my neighbours doing stuff. So, we have to put these on. These are the porthole things. I'll put one of these on, and then I'll put one of the little anchors on, which are the bits we haven't done yet. So this is a sticker. It's going to go around the port. I assume it's not sticking. Not sticking at all. So that one didn't work. Now I kind of have to... What if I put the sticker on and then knock the hole out after I've done it? I wonder why it's not sticking. Something on the... Okay, this is not good. Alright, we're going to have to... Oh, it's kind of there. It's kind of there. Shouldn't lose this one. I'm just going to put it on. I could just use the glue. I'm going to use the glue. Alright, 42 seconds left. Wow. Okay, now it's sticking to my fingers. So not a good plan. Should have put the glue on this first and then did it. So the front of the pirate ship now looks like that. So that wasn't too bad. I've knocked the back off again. Alright, well, before I do any more damage to this, we're going to finish the video. So, thanks for watching. I should just let the timer run out, because then I wouldn't have to touch the camera with my funny hands. So, we've got 9 seconds left, 8 seconds left. So, there's still these two things here, and this guy here, which I don't know where he went, but I think he's right here.